Now after assessment, I would move next step further, that is publication. Now how to publish? Now there are several aspects available for the students. Say for example, students can go directly to the blogspots, can go to the Wikipedia, can go to the Bing or as many the social medias that are available. Even the Facebook also one of the place where they can publish their thinking or their practice. With the help of publication, they get the recognition from the people around. After getting the recognition from the people around, student gets a kind of respect for his own effort, and ultimately he improves his knowledge and he gets his own willingness to improve himself in the language acquisition project. Next step, that is after publishing, that is communication. Now in the case of communication, say for example, after publishing something with the help of blog, there would be a kind of readers or people around the world who would give him the kind of feedback that whether your writing is appropriate, whether your writing is effective or not. With that, a simple coterie of communication, that is the known people around, instead of that known people around, unknown people also communicates through the help of social media about the publication of the writer on the internet or the social media, that whether your writing is good or bad. Now that communication is also a kind of feedback, or you can say a booster dose for the language learner, that okay, the entire world is taking note of it, people from various corners of the world are taking note of it. That means that he has done something that gives him a kind of booster dose that he is doing the right task. A kind of self-respect inclines, or what we can say, the bones into the mind of the learner, and that is what ultimately a teacher has today has to done. Next task, that is after that, is stimulation. Now how to stimulate that entire process, how one can stimulate the student to understand the entire process. Now a teacher has to play the role of as one of us, every one of us must be doing inside the classroom. Now with the help of social media also, a teacher has to be a provider of, or what we can say, the stimulator of the student. That after preparing the project or the presentation or the task, student has to go back to the other prepared material that stimulates his inclination or his knowledge, that whether his presentation is perfect or someone else has done better than him. Now that movement, when he compares and contrasts his own presentation, he stimulates himself in the process of learning. And at the same time, ICT plays the role of stimulator in the mind of the student, that okay, I need to improve myself. Now let us move towards the 21st century, where the language learning process is going to change our lives. Student, this would be one of the best experience for you people. So this was the kind of introduction of 21st century and the help of ICT in the case of teaching. Students, we have seen that ICT is not only to entertain ourselves, but it is to engage ourselves in the process of learning from multiple ways. In simple ways, that till today we have seen that ICT would be the instrument of learning only. But now, with the help of entertainment, a student can enrich oneself from the multiple dimension in the case of ICT and in the case of language acquisition. Now we are moving towards the next slide, that is the function of computers in language acquisition. The benefits of computer, if we take the help of it. In the comparison of other mediums, for computer or the ICT is far more interactive than the others. As we could see that student would be given a kind of chance to elaborate one particular topic from the multiple dimension, whether it is Yahoo, blog, Bing, Ask or YouTube. Student can become more interactive, more interesting in the subject than other mediums of language learning. At the same time, the computer can be a kind of provider of timetable and as well as the material in advance of the classroom. Say for example, if I am providing a particular topic in advance to the student through the help of mail, students can read the particular topic at their home and can come back to the class with the proper reading of the topic, and with the help of that topic, my discussion inside the classroom would be more fruitful than just delivering the lecture without any reading, any inclination of the student inside the classroom. In that sense, it gives a kind of booster dose to the students before they enter into the classroom. They makes them aware what is going to happen inside the classroom. At the same time, it provokes them to raise certain questions inside the classroom, whatever is being taught to them without their interest or with their interest. More than that, when a teacher comes to the classroom, it may happen certain students are not present. With the help of recording like this lecture, a teacher can record his lecture and that recording can be put online and student can use the computer as the tutor itself and can learn the lesson which unfortunately they have missed inside the classroom at their own place, at their own time. I repeat, let me make it very simpler. If a student unfortunately missed the classroom of a particular professor, if fortunately we have the technology like this, like Sandan, that lecture if we upload online and if the student, the same student who has missed the classroom can approach that lecture online, that deficiency or you can say the loss of the lecture can be recompensed or what we can say given the help of the help to the student to learn that particular topic in absentia inside the classroom. Now in most of the cases, such scenario is happening in the case of ODL learning only. Till now, in India, most of the students of ODL learning are using such facility more effectively than other conventional students of the universities. How? Let me tell you one thing, that the student of most of the ODL system comes either from the defense or from the distance places. They neither have the classroom, the facility to sit inside the classroom in the day-to-day format as we the conventional students are sitting. Neither they have nor they have a kind of facility to go and sit there with the proper timing of their own. So in that case, what they can do at the most is with the help of internet on their smartphone, they can download particular lecture and from that download they can learn at their own pace, at their own time, at their own place. Means it would be a kind of blessing in disguise for those people, those who are in the ODL system. But similarly, it can be helpful to the conventional students in making their learning process more fruitful in comparison of other modes of learning. Similarly, the notes also can be uploaded by the teacher and which can be helpful to the student in the time to come.